Last episode, we said every AI agent has 4 pillars: a brain, tools, memory, and a loop. We talked about why agents are different from chatbots. They don't just answer, they take action. Today, we're going to actually build one. It'll take about 60 lines of code. Let's go. Quick recap from episode 1. Pillar 1, the brain. An LLM that reasons, plans, and decides what to do next. Without a brain, an agent is just a script. Pillar 2, tools. Functions the agent can call to do real work. Search, send messages, query databases, run code. Tools are how the agent affects the outside world. Pillar 3, memory. The context of what's already happened in this conversation, what was asked, what was tried, what came back. Without memory, every step starts from scratch. Pillar 4, the loop. The orchestrator that runs plan, act, observe, reflect, over and over, until the goal is met. The loop is what turns a single LLM call into an agent. Now we map each pillar to actual code. Here's the goal we're building toward. We want an agent that can answer questions about anything happening right now. Not just things from its training data, actual current information. You ask, what did Anthropic announce this week? The agent needs to figure out it requires fresh data, decide to search the web, pick a query, read the results, and write you a clean answer. No human in the middle, no manual steps. That figuring out part, that's the agent. Pillar 1, the brain. An agent's brain is just an LLM call. Import the SDK, send a system prompt that tells the model its role, and pass the user's message. The model thinks, returns text. That's the entire brain. But notice, by itself, this is a chatbot, not an agent. It can talk. It can explain. It can suggest. But it can't actually do anything in the real world. To turn it into an agent, we need to give it hands. Pillar 2, tools. Tools are functions the agent can call. We define a function, for example, web search, and then we describe it to the model in JSON. We give it a name, a one-sentence description, and the schema of arguments it accepts. That's all the model needs. Now when the model decides it needs fresh data, instead of just replying with text, it replies with a structured tool use block. Something like, I want to call web search with the query Anthropic announcements this week. Our code reads that, runs the actual function, captures the result, and feeds it back to the model. Pillar 3, memory. Memory in agents is much simpler than people expect. Every time we call the model, we send the entire conversation back. The original user question, every tool call the model has made, every tool result we sent back, every text response the model has generated. That growing list is the agent's memory. When the model considers what to do next, it sees everything that's happened. It knows what it already tried, what worked, what didn't, and what's still missing. No fancy memory database needed for this part. Pillar 4, the most important one. The loop. We don't just call the model once. We call it inside a while loop. Each iteration, we send the model everything we have, the full conversation history. We get a response back. If the response includes tool calls, we run those tools, append the results to the conversation, and loop again. If the response is a final answer with no tool calls, we exit the loop and show the answer to the user. This pattern, plan, act, observe, reflect, is what makes the system an agent. The same model can take many steps, learn from each result, and keep going until it actually solves the problem. Let's watch it run on a real question. The user asks, what did Anthropic announce this week? Iteration 1, the model sees the question, decides this needs fresh data, emits a tool use block calling web search. Our code runs web search, fetches 3 articles, and sends the results back into the conversation. Iteration 2, the model now has enough context. It synthesizes the articles, writes a clean answer, and stops. The loop exits. 3 model calls. 2 tool invocations. 1 grounded answer.